let's just say right away, I think this is a bad idea, but it's a bad idea I love. And I've never been one to be slow on my roll on a bad idea just because of the badness if I've got some love for it. So, this is what's up, a little bit of history, a little bit mythology maybe, and my own experience. Back in the day, I used to do this thing called Poetry Slam, and I want to talk about two people that meant a lot to me in that endeavor. The number of people actually did mean a lot to me is nearly countless, but two of them are super relevant today. So, number one that you need to know about is Marissa. Marissa was my coach. I had the honor of being a member of the Star City Slam team, the first ever team from the great city of Lincoln, Nebraska, to represent at the National Poetry Slam. And Marissa was our coach. And I'm going to let you know something. Marissa was the best coach I've ever had in my life. That is a substantial statement because I've had a lot of great coaches. Marissa was just next level. And on top of that, she's an amazing writer and performer and poet in her own right. Number two, this cat you already know about, hopefully, if you pay attention to me, and that's Johnny. Johnny was co-creator and co-host on the Rub Some Dirt on It podcast, all about being dads and raising sons. That's out there somewhere. I'm sure if you want to Google it and find it. Johnny, also an amazing poet, writer, performer, and he was in that whole slam scene when I was, and I learned so much from him. This is going to be an odd statement if you've ever seen the both of us perform, because I think that a lot of people wouldn't make the connection. I learned so much from Johnny's performance about my own physicality when I was on stage, and that was just huge for me. Anyway, short version of where we're at now is today, Johnny and Marissa and I were dialoguing on Facebook, and they threw out the idea of we need to put some poetry out there. And honestly, when that first went out there, it wasn't a bad idea that I was in love with. It's like, I haven't written anything for a long time. My brain is tapped out right now for my ability to maybe write something. And then I went, wait a minute. There's a poem I have that I've never performed before. And I always wanted to perform this poem. This poem is about doing push-ups, which is really kind of a meathead thing to write a poem about. But speaking about physicality and learning from Johnny, and I had this vision for this poem that I would take the stage, I would take the microphone out of the mic stand, I would place it on the floor below my face where I had assumed push-up position, and I would perform this poem in push-up position and occasionally doing push-ups as well. Had I not seen how Johnny performed, I never would have had that notion. And there's part of me that's like, oh man, back in the day, I think Marissa really could have coached me through this and made it something special. Never had the opportunity to perform it. In fact, I don't think I've ever read this poem out loud. So I guess now's my chance. Johnny, Marissa, thanks for the push. Here we go. Poem about push-ups. The distance from his face to the ground is the length of one arm. Though two arms serve as his support, though mighty pillars, they are not. He had heard jokes like, dude, you have strings hanging from your sleeves. Oh wait, those are just your arms. He had been told that this up and down will help. He has been told this by men, the kind of men that give advice like, you got to give 120% every time, all the time, and hit somebody before they hit you. He has been told that this is where he starts, that this up and down, this repeating course covering no net distance leads to a destination that men of men seek. He believes in this course, this up and down, but not in the conventional sense. Because these men of men measure it in yards and points, and he measures it in mantras. While his peers count out ascending numbers after each get down, instead he whispers, like James Brown. He sees mantras in the grass below his dripping face. Mantra, water the earth with you, get down. He sees hungry lions and maps of Africa and hourglasses filled with the Sahara mantra. There is a world I wish to know, get down. He sees a boy stacking hay past the rack, feeling baling twine blisters like blessings mantra. Do work you can see at the day's end, get down. He sees gleaming brass and drum brushes and every note on straight note chaser mantra. Sing, 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 get down. He sees open mouths and flesh-toned diamonds mantra. I cannot fall in love enough, get down. He sees every star as a destination and every atlas page as a galaxy mantra. Walk with me, get down. He sees pages and pages and pages that cover no net distance. mantra, I will move further than this. Get down. Johnny, Marissa, y'all up.